G'day, my fellow media collectors. I'm Troy, and I'm the comic book movie collector. And today we are having a look to see what is the most collectible and expensive superhero and comic book related physical media for 2026. What do you say? Let's get into it. Yes, so we're going to take a look and see what is the most collectible and most expensive of the comic book slash superhero physical media out there, kind of for 2026, because it's late in the year. I'm thinking this is going to be for 2026. Now, this episode was requested by a subscriber and a good mate of mine, Nathaniel. Thank you so much, Nathaniel. I did one of these episodes, probably 3 years ago now or more. And a lot of things have changed since then, price-wise. Things have come in and out. Things that I forgot about when I did that original list that I realised afterwards that should have been in there. So this list needed an update. Now, the last list I did was a top 10. I'm going to do a top 15 with a couple of extra special notice, sort of special mentions, shall we say. So it'll actually work out to be about 17, but we're actually looking at the top 15 because the bottom two fell out of the top 10. And what were those top 10, you ask? Well, let's have a look here and see. I'll just bring it up now. So there you have my top 10 of 2022, I think it was. Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a mental blank. Pretty sure it was 2022, so it was 3 years ago now. So yeah, that is the top 10 as they stood back then. So of course, I've decided to update the list and put in where they jumped in and jumped out, all that type of stuff. So the first off is number 17, which is the Black Scorpion complete series from 2001. This was released in 2003, which is out of print now. And you are looking at somewhere between the 120 to 170 mark, Australian that is. Now, that one was number 10 last time, and it has fallen out of the top 15. And like I said, I'm just making some mentions of a couple that fell out of this top 15, shall we say. And of course, you know me, I've got my copy. I didn't have a copy back then. I was looking for one, and I ended up picking this up probably about 12 months ago, actually, for about 120-ish, I think it was, or maybe 100, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but definitely worth it. It is a really good set. Roger Corman TV series. There's some movies. I've got all of it now. I'm very happy to get it all now. But yeah, that one is still collectible, but it has come down in price a little since the last time. So what do you say we have a look at number 16? Okay, number 16, another one that's just fallen out of the top 10 from last time and pretty much out of the top 15, unfortunately, is The Secrets of Isis, the complete series from 1975, released back in 2007. It is out of print right now, and the price is between about the 120 to 230 mark, which is down about $30 from the last time I did a video, which was sitting at number 6 before. And yes, I do have my copy right here. There are two versions out there. There's this one, and there's another one which I don't know if it came later or before. I think it might have been before. But this is the more collectible of the two, I think, because it's got a lot of special features on it. It's in this nice case. They're stuck in there. They're not coming out anytime soon. Yeah, there we go. And it comes with its own little episode guide and booklet. So yeah, this one is the probably more collectible of the two, which is around that price. I managed to pick mine up for about $70, I think. Like I said, if you see it, anything below that 120 mark, it's a bargain. Pick it up. So yeah, unfortunately, this one's fallen out of the top 10 down to 16. So what do you say we start with the top 15 and let's see what come in at number 15. Number 15 is Spider-Man Unlimited, the complete series from 1999, and this was released in 2009. It is now currently out of print, and the prices you are looking for are between the $170 to $300 mark. Now, this is a new entry into the list, and this is one I actually forgot about last time. I knew this one was expensive, and I completely forgot it. It slipped my mind when I was doing my original list. But it's scraped in at number 15. I don't have a copy, hence I'm going to put a digital copy here for you to see. So yeah, I haven't been able to source a decent copy yet. As far as price was is concerned, it's one of the Clear Vision ones. Obviously, this was one of the ones that the UK released, but can't get it anywhere else. Hence why the price, and you'll see a lot more of the Clear Vision releases in this list. I'm currently sourcing one at the moment. I've got my eye on one. It's about the 120-ish mark, but I would like to get it for a little less. But anyway, yes, Spider-Man Unlimited, the complete series, coming in at number 15. Coming in at 14 is Spider-Man, the 1981 complete series, released in 2009. It is currently out of print, and the prices vary between $190 to $300. Now, this is a new entry into the list as well. Another one that I completely forgot about back in the day. But yeah, this one, for any of you that this was the Spider-Man series that coexisted with Spider-Man and his amazing friends. They were both running at the same time. And of course, you know me, I actually do have my version here. Now, they listed it as Spider-Man 5000. Why? Don't know why they picked 5000, but apparently they couldn't say Spider-Man 81 or Spider-Man or whatever else. So they had to call it Spider-Man 5000 on these Clear Vision releases. Now, as you can see, I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, the single versions. Now, the one that I'm referencing here is a complete one, which is all four together in a nice little package. That's the price for that one. I found this to be the cheapest. I managed to pick this up off a guy in Australia for a lot cheaper than that. And you can pick the odd one here and there. So if you're looking to buy it, I recommend to get it this way. It's definitely cheaper. But if you're looking to save space and you want that one that's just the two, like probably too wide, those nice little complete packages that they do, then you're actually looking at some serious money. So it's up to you how you want to go about it. But for me, I was happy enough to get the whole series in these 4 discs. So that is number 14. Okay, coming in at number 13 is the Swamp Thing TV series Volume 3 that was released in 2010, which is now out of print and can range anywhere between, well, actually I've only seen one out there for about the $300 mark. Yep, that's right. And if you're looking to get Volume 1 and 2 with Volume 3, you're looking at $500 plus for the set. Now, this is a new entry. This one I didn't actually really know about when I did my original list, but I have since found out about it as, here we go. So there's series 1 and 2, which I believe is like season 1, 2, I can't remember if it's season 1 and 2, and this is half of season 3, or it's spread out weird. But anyway, you get Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3, you get the complete series. And for some reason, it's not too hard to get 1. 2 is a little harder. Number 3 is near freaking impossible to find. It is rare as to come across, hence the price. Like I said, $500 for the set, but that one's just $300 alone for number 3. I haven't seen... I think the cheapest one I've actually seen once before was about $180, $200. That was a little while ago. But yeah, when they do show up, which is rare in itself as well, it's rare to see one show up, you're looking at 300 plus. It is just ridiculous. Will I get it? Oh God, I can only hope someone puts it out there and doesn't realize what they have. But yeah, I'm not going to drop a cool 300 on one anyway. But I've got 1 and 2, so that'll have to do for the time being. So yeah, that is the Swamp Thing at 2013. Okay, coming in at number 12 is Wildcats, the complete series from 1994, which was released on DVD in 2005, which is currently now out of print, and the prices are between about the $130 to $350 mark, and this is a new entry into the list, as I did forget about this one last time, but it wasn't up around this price. It was around the $80 mark, and just in the last few years this has really started to shoot up. Now I want to clarify with you before you shout at the TV and tell me, but I can get it cheaper. Yes, you can get it cheaper. I've just recently seen there is a Oz copy that has just come out, only about $30, Australian print. Don't know why this has happened all of a sudden. Anyway, it's bizarre, but you can get a cheap copy. So for all my Oz collectors out there, you can get a copy of Wildcats, and only for $30 or whatever from JB or wherever else, or eBay. But if you want to get this version that is worth some money, you need the original US release that came out in 2005, and you need it with the booklet inside. You can get copies without the little booklet. You know, people lose them and whatever else. Not worth as much. Then you're down to about the $70-$80 mark. But you have that booklet, boom, you can put that extra money on top, and that's where I've seen the cash at. So have I got a copy? Yes, I do, and this is the OG US release, which I got from the US, and yes, do I have the booklet? I do. I have the booklet in pristine condition, discs are in pristine condition. This bad boy is in top notch. So this is worth every bit of that $130 to $350. So would I pay $350 for it? No, I paid $122 actually to get it, and that was the cheapest one I could get, funnily enough. So yeah, the price is only going to go up from here. I don't know if it's because it's a limited run and whatever else, but it's definitely because if you have the complete set and you have that little booklet, then you can charge upwards to the $350. So yes, so that is coming in at number 12, Wildcats. Okay, coming in at number 11 is The Silver Surfer, the complete series from 1998. It was released in 2009 and is currently now out of print. The price you are looking at is somewhere between the $150 to $350 mark. Now, that's $100 up from my last video. That is just going up in the high end of the price, not the low end. The low end was still, low end's only gone up about $30, but the high end, the $350, that's $100 higher than it was last time. And this was number 9 before, so it has come down the list. Some other stuff has jumped ahead of it. And yes, I do have my copy. Yep. Clear Vision copy, yet again, only ever been released on Clear Vision. And you wouldn't believe it, I picked mine up for 10 cents. Yep, I got it in a bundle with, I think it was $1, and then it was $10 postage. So technically I've paid like $1.10 for it, but if you're looking at what I paid for it without postage, I actually paid 10 cents because it was for a bulk lot of DVDs, and the guy didn't know what he had. He was just getting rid of them, and I went, yes please, and couldn't believe my luck. Now mine is got the slip cover, which is great, but I think there is a booklet. I don't have the booklet unfortunately, but I've still got the slip cover, so that is a bonus nonetheless. But yeah, still I could get easily above that low end of $150 if I wanted to sell it, but of course I'm not. You know, I got this for such a good bargain. So yeah, like I said, Clear Vision, limited release, one of those Marvel ones that you can only get from the UK, nowhere else. And yeah, so it's just out of the top 10. So that is Silver Surfer, the complete series, at number 11. Okay, coming in at number 10 is The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened documentary from 2015. Now, this was actually released in 2015, but is now currently out of print. And the prices for this range between $220 to $350. Now, that's actually $100 up from the last video, and this was at number 8. Now, it's just gone down a couple of spots. Like I said, some other stuff's jumped ahead of it. Now, do I have a copy? Hey, you know me, of course I do. I've got the Blu-ray edition. Now, Let's go through the prices for you. So if you're looking to pick this up, you are looking around the $220 mark for the DVD release. You are looking a little higher, maybe around the $300 mark for the Blu-ray. Now, the one for $350 I've seen is Blu-ray, but it's signed by the guy who did the documentary, whose name eludes me at the moment. Oh yeah, John Shep. There it is. So if you've got a version, because this was all Kickstarter stuff, so obviously you just couldn't buy it at the at your stores or whatever. It was a Kickstarter thing. So obviously the more you put in, the more you got. So obviously there was some signed versions. One guy's got his, he doesn't want any more, he's selling his signed version. I managed to pick up this Blu-ray copy for, I talked the guy down to about 120, I think it was. I'd have to look back. It was only not that long ago, actually, about 6 months ago or something. But managed to talk the guy down to about 120, so I know what I got. He was wanting 150 plus, I think. But yeah, managed to talk him down to about that. But yeah, so that's just to let you know if you're looking to pick this up, collectability wise. So yeah, on the lower end, you're looking at DVD. Then it's a step up for the Blu-ray and a step up again for that signed version. But I'm just happy enough to have the Blu-ray version, because the Blu-ray version's actually got more special features than the DVD. So if you're after that as well, then look for the Blu-ray. So there you have it. Coming in at number 10, The Death of Superman Lives. What Happened, Doco. Coming in at number 9 is the new Fantastic Four from 1978, the complete series. This was released in 2009 and is currently out of print. Now, the prices for this range between $200 to $390, and this is a new entry into the list. This was one I wasn't thinking of at the time of the list, so yeah, it wasn't until after when I found this actually did exist, and then when I sourced one and finally got a copy myself. And yeah, when I started looking at the prices when I'm putting this together, I haven't realised how much this has gone up. This has really started to skyrocket. And do I have a copy? Of course I do, because that's how I do my research. So there it is there. This does come with the booklet, but I didn't get one with a booklet. Unfortunately, I'm a little bummed with that. But I still have a copy, and this, oh geez, what did I get it for? Someone might be able to remember. I'm thinking around the $70 mark, maybe a bit less. I can't remember off the top of my head. And I thought that was a good price, actually. Like I said, the lower end I've seen so far is around the $200 mark. And yeah, the high end, $390. I'm guessing with booklet and everything. So booklet and slipcase probably. But yeah, I've got this one. I'm happy enough with this. I could still get a decent price for that if I wanted to. Not that I will, because I really want to have this one for the collection, even though I've done a review of it. The cartoon's not that great, but go check it out. But yeah, still happy to have this one in the collection, and this is obviously one of those clear view ones that you can't get in the States, only released in the UK. So coming in at number 9 was the new Fantastic Four from 1978. Coming in at number 8 is the Spider-Man 1994 cartoon series, complete series that is, all 5 seasons, released in 2011. It is now out of print, and you are looking at somewhere between the $180 to $400 mark. Now, that's actually down in price from the lower end from my last video. And that was sitting at number 5. So the price has actually come down a little bit, which I'm surprised. This is quite popular, this series, with a lot of those millennials and stuff like that who used to watch it as a kid. So, yeah, I'm surprised the price has gone down on this. But do I have a copy? You know me, of course I do. And I bought this a couple of years ago, and I got mine for $120 on the nose. Now, we're talking about the complete series. We're talking about this version here, which a lot of the ones I'll be talking about are in these complete collections where it just has everything in these nice, beautiful cases. But you can buy them individually. So there's a season 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can buy them individually in seasons, like I did my Spider-Man 5000. You can get them individually. Probably cheaper to get it that way, but it's definitely a lot nicer in this. But depends what you can afford. Um, to get this for 120, I was relatively happy with that actually, because like I said, it was a lot more than that previously. I'm sure the price will bounce back at some stage, but yeah. Anyway, on the high end mark, God, you're still looking at $400. So yes, definitely collectible, and it's a fan favorite across the board with anyone, whether it's millennials, Gen Xers, or anyone. This is one of those great cartoon series, like the X-Men cartoon series. So yep, so that is Spider-Man 94, the complete series, coming in at number 8. Okay, coming in at number 7 is Spider-Woman, the complete series from 1979. This was released in 2009 on DVD and is currently out of print. Now, the price ranges between $170 to $450, and this is a new entry. Now, this one didn't quite crack it last time, but this time it is shot up. It is really going up in price. So if you're looking to get yourself a copy, get in now while you can, because it's only going up. And of course, yes, you know me, I've got my copy. And I picked mine up for, oh God, what was it, about 40 bucks, 50 bucks? Jeez, I have to look back. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember getting it for a really good buy. And that was when they were about the 120 mark. And of course, in this nice yellow case, yep, you know, booklet. I can get top end for this because it's got the booklet. Very happy with this pie, and in that nice yellow case, which is a nice little touch. Clear vision one, only released in the UK, you know the deal, for these Marvel shows. But yeah, so I could probably pull about the 200 or 300 mark with this one. This is really great, Nick. I don't think anyone's going to pay $450 for it, but that's the highest I've seen it. But yeah, if you can get your hands on one, get your hands on one now, because like I said, this one is only going up. So I'd be curious to see how much it goes up by next year. So that is Spider-Woman, the complete 1979 series, at number 7. Okay, coming in at number 6 is The Tick Season 3 from 1996, and this was released in 2008 and is currently out of print. Now, the price for this is somewhere between the $300 to $500 mark. Yep, this is a new entry. This is one I didn't even realize at the time. But when I started looking into getting the Tick and I got the first couple, then I started to realize how expensive this season 3 was. Now, do I have a copy? Yep, you know me. Yes, I do. There's a copy of season 3. Now, when it comes to about the 500 mark, that's usually if you get, hey, season 2 and season 1 as well. But on average, you'll see this one about the 300 mark on its own. Now, for anyone who is collecting it, these are the Liberation versions, which are the ones just before the Clear Vision when they rebranded, rechanged the company. So yeah, the reason why these are better, there's a season 1 and season 2 of the Tick that are American releases. Now, unfortunately for those, they are both missing 1 episode each. They're only 12 episodes per disc, where these have the full 13 episodes. So 13, and there's only 10 for season 3. So if you're looking to get them, this is the way to get them. Now, you can get the 3-pack. There's a 3-pack, and it comes in a slip case. That's around the $500. But like I said, this one, you're only looking at about, $500 for the 3, but $300 for this one. And yeah, if you want to get all the episodes, this is the way to get it. Don't get that US version. Get this Liberation version. So that is The Tick at number 6. Coming in at number 5 is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fast Forward series from 2006. Now, the complete season of all 6 discs, that's the key here, was released in 2007 and is now currently out of print. Now, the prices for it vary between, not a lot, $495 to $500. There are a few versions out there on eBay currently, and they are literally all the same price. Same thing. Someone's looked at the others and just gone, well, if that's what they're going to charge, then I'm going to charge that. So $500 for the 6 discs, which hasn't changed from last video. So in the last 3 years, the price hasn't gone up, hasn't gone down, and this was sitting at number 2 last time. So some things have got more expensive. Do I have it? Well, last video I only had 1 to 4 or 5. I think I had 1 to 5, but I have since picked up number 6. Easy, make sure he got it in order. There you go. There's the 6. That is the. Is that it? Yeah. That is the one that's worth the most. Obviously, 5 is worth it. These you can pick up relatively not a bad price. These it just. From the first one to the 6th, it just gets more expensive as you go along for whatever reason, due to releasing or whatever. This one, I've seen this one for about 200 to 300 sometimes. Just recently I've seen one for about $80 or whatever, but this is a super hard one to get. I managed to pick this up for a really good price. It was mixed in with some other Turtle stuff. Same deal as my Silver Surfer. Guy didn't know what he had, just trying to get rid of some Turtles DVDs he had, and I picked it up for an absolute steal. But yeah, now I have the complete set. Cha-ching, $500, thank you very much. And this is the Oz release. Now, I don't want to get you too excited for you US people, because your US release is, if I'm not mistaken, is 2 sets like this, with 3 discs in one, 3 discs in another. Completely different release. Was a bit more, I think, not worth as much. But if you can get this Oz release, which was limited, then yeah, this is where the money's worth. So this set is worth a bit of cash. So there you have it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Fast Forward series from 2006 on DVD. Okay, coming in at number 4 is Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse from 1960, and this was released in 2002 and is now currently out of print. The price for this is between $350 to $550 and is up $150 from the last video I did, and this was sitting at number 3 but has now gone down to number 4. Now, when I say $350, I'm talking about a beat up copy that is burred and damaged, and yeah, that's for a beat up copy. But for a good copy, you're looking at about the $550. So I'll just put a little digital version there. Yep. Now, also, you've got to remember that I think it was by A&E released it. Now, it's 4 DVDs in a pack, in like a slipcase. And of course, I've seen separate volumes out there for sale. You may be able to pick it up cheap if you pick up like a one here and one there type sort of deal, if someone split it or whatever. But if you get it as the 4 in the pack, then you're looking up around the $500 mark easy. But like I said, I've seen one for about the 300 mark or so that is beat up to buggery, and you probably wouldn't touch it because it may be scratched and whatever else, but it looks terrible. So yeah, it depends what you're willing to go with. But yeah, I still don't know why this is, I don't know how limited a run this was, and this is a terrible cartoon that was done by Bob Kane back in the day. So I don't know why it's become so collectible. I can only think of it's just as rarity more than anything. But yeah, if you can grab a hold of a copy, good luck to you, I'll tell you that right now. So that's Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is Spider-Man, the 1966 Classic Collection DVD. That was obviously from 1966, and it was released in 2004 and is now currently out of print. Now the price for this is anywhere between the $150 to $600 mark. That's up about $300 from the last video for the higher end, and was about number 5 and has jumped up to this now. It's only getting more expensive. Even the lower end has gone up in price. So it was about $80 or something, 80, 120? Maybe it was about 150. I can't remember. But yeah, it's definitely going up in price. 150s at the lower end for a beat up copy. 600s for an El Primo copy. I think I think I saw one that was still in plastic wrapping for 600. So yeah, depending on what sort of a collector you are. Do I have it? Of course you know I have it. You've seen my collection videos, you do. This is one of those ones that I bought when it first came out. Cost me $60 when it first came out back then, which was pretty pricey for DVDs back in 2004. But how could you not want this? This is this awesome complete series. Of course, I have the booklet, and it comes in the red with the different colored discs. It's so well done. It's such a beautiful set. And it's one of those sentimental favorites of mine. I used to watch the 67 cartoon of early mornings before I went to school and stuff. Used to love it as a kid. This is where I guess my love of Spider-Man came from this cartoon. Anyway, but yeah, when you're looking at collectability, this is definitely one of the ones to get a hold of. So if you're looking to get it, definitely get this version of it. You can get bootlegs and stuff, but I would get this good proper version, and I would get it soon before it goes up in price again. So that's the Spider-Man 1967 version on DVD, coming in at number 3. Okay, coming in at number 2 is The Incredible Hulk 66, 82 and 96 complete collection box set, released in 2011. It is now currently out of print and is priced between $360 to $600. Now that's up $200 on the high end there from my last video. Actually, even the low end is about another 100 and something but from that last video, and was down at number 7 and has jumped up to number 2 out of nowhere. Would never have picked this one to come along and take the second spot, that's for sure. So over those few years, it's definitely become collectible. Do I have it? I don't have the box set like that Spider-Man 94, but I do have all of them. So I do have the 66, yeah. So I do have the 66, 82, and then the 90 version, which is the part 1 and part 2, and then of course season 2 with She-Hulk. So yeah, it's that complete collection, but in a complete little flip box set like the 94 collection. If you can get that one on the collectible side of things, which I would love to have that one, that'd be nice, saves on space I suppose, but then I also don't mind getting this as well. You know me, I'm happy just to have it, I suppose. Sometimes don't get me wrong, I do like the nice collectability ones, but yeah, I'm happy enough with this cost me enough to get these ones. So yeah, so if you are looking to buy it, this is definitely the cheapest route. I guarantee you'll pick all of these up separately, way less than $360. But yeah, if you get that complete one, which is pretty rare, then yeah, they start at $300 and just go up. So out of nowhere, a bit of a dark horse, the old Incredible Hulk coming in at number 2. And yes, number 1. What comes in at number 1, you asked? That is, of course, the Spider-Man Toei TV series from 1978, the Japanese import version that was released in 2019. It is out of print, and the price is anywhere between, I still can't believe it's this price, $1,699 to $2,888. That has stayed the same for the last 3 years. The price has not gone down, and it's still at number 1. It's going to be hard to find something that's going to knock this off at those prices. We're almost talking $3,000 for this collection. Sorry, I just can't believe how much it is. I can't believe the cheap end is $1,700. Like, that is just insane. And if you want to laugh, this is what made me laugh. I've seen versions where someone's put the price at, say, $1,800, $1,900 and then put $10 postage on top. If I'm paying that much for a DVD, you can throw the postage in at that price. I'm not paying extra for postage. Jesus Christ. You're asking nearly $2,000 and then you still want to pay an extra $10 in postage? Get stuffed. Oh Christ, some people are ridiculous. Anyway, This is that classic TV series, the Spider-Man Japanese one. This is a one that was only made in Japan. This is why this is so super rare and so super collectible. As far as I'm aware, it's never been released anywhere else. It's just this Japanese import. There are some out there, bootlegs out there, that look very similar to the Japanese release, but don't get fooled. Make sure you do your research, because you may end up thinking you've bought yourself a bargain. Turns out it's not the actual real one. So be careful, because they use the same covers. Usually when you see bootlegs, they'll do different covers and stuff like that, which is, you know, it's fair. I understand bootlegs. Hell, I've got a couple of bootlegs, because you just can't get something sometimes. But if they're trying to pass it off as that, be careful, because yeah, the last thing you want to do is drop that type of money and get a bootleg copy. So just be careful. You might be thinking you're getting a bargain, you might end up disappointed. So that's just me telling you to be wary, okay? Do your research. So yes, yet again, 3 years later, still number one is the Spider-Man Toei TV series from 1978. Yes, thank you so much for watching this series, and I might do this again next year. Maybe at the end of the year, I'll do another most collectible and see where the prices change and see what goes up and down. I've enjoyed the research. I've enjoyed looking into it. Thank you, Nathaniel, for suggesting this video. I really do appreciate it, mate. I'd completely forgot all about it, and it was a blast looking into it and seeing the prices change. But then also see that I've got most of them. I think out of the 17, I've got 13. That's pretty good. So I leave 4 to go, and I know I've definitely got one on the cusp, so I might be able to make that 15. But yeah, I definitely won't be getting the Toei one at $3,000. Oh, Jesus. But anyway, so hopefully that answers your question, Nathaniel, on what is the most expensive out there and what is the most collectible, and what my most expensive and collectible is. As you can see, I've got majority of them. So yeah, I might do another one. I did do another in the series before a few years ago, where it was the most wanted releases. So stuff that's bootleg at the moment hasn't had an official release. So I think next year, start of next year, I might do that episode as well and see what is still out there that hasn't been released that needs to be. So keep an eye out for that one. Like I said, thanks again for watching, and I hope I'll see you soon. Next week on the show, we have my best and worst of 2025, featuring none other than Dell from Dell on Movies. So make sure you tune in for that one. Thanks for watching.